What is up, everybody? Welcome to another week of Chicken Bone Alley, brought to you by Earl Ramey Racing Engines, SRI Performance, Stock Car Steel and Aluminum, and RK Motorsports Consulting. What is up, guys? I'm David.
I'm Sterling. What's up, y'all?
What it is. It's a, I know we always talk about weather on here. You ever notice that? We do.
Quite a good bit, we do, yeah.
And it's awesome this week because weather's been great.
It has been. Since, I think, Thursday, it's been really nice.
It's a miracle.
We
never have, like,
yeah,
consecutive days of awesome weather.
Yeah, it's been nice. It's been very nice.
So, I heard it's going to be a little warm this week still. But after that, it's going down.
It'll fade back off again, so.
Yeah, it was false fall.
We got to enjoy it while we can because our fall lasts a couple weeks.
Maybe.
If
we're lucky. Normally, it gets cool for a week. Well, kind of fall-ish weather around here. And all of a sudden, it gets back summertime again, like, 90s. And then all of a sudden, you wake up one day, and there's frost on the ground.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't ready.
No, I'm not ready. So anyway, other than the weather, what you been up to?
Man, it's been a crazy work week for us again. It's getting worse and worse, which is not a bad thing. Like
good problem.
Yeah, it's a good problem, but it's just a lot. It's just a lot to do, man. Everybody wants everything right now.
Yesterday, normally.
Yeah, and so that's been kind of tough. But yeah, so that was good. This past week was good as far as that goes. Work was good, and Lord's blessed us with a lot of it. So we gotta be thankful and get it while we can. Yeah, weekend was great. Went and played. We ended up at MacArthur Farms. Took the kids over to MacArthur Farms in Bennettsville. I don't know if anybody have ever been around Bennettsville area, but when you can, you need to go check that place out, Bo.
Oh, MacArthur Farm. Landon's been there a few times.
Yes.
With school and stuff. I've never been over there.
It's pretty cool, man. They got big old slides and stuff.
Yeah.
It was really neat. Really neat place.
Cool.
I kind of hurt myself a couple times on the big
surprise me.
You got to go all in, man. You know.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No. I'm 35 years old. I do not have to go all in on a slide. No.
Man, I had to do it, boo. So I did, and I'm feeling it today. But that's all right. It's okay. It was good stuff. That was fun. But I got all kind of stuff there to do, man. It's pretty cool. So had a big band setting up to play. We didn't stay for that. Oh, Danny Lockamy was the
Danny.
Yeah, he was the
MC.
The MC in the back there. So
yeah.
Anyway,
he's good at it.
Yep. So we did that and went to church early yesterday morning. For the kiddos were all singing, along with David up there playing the guitar. So that was cool. So we went to both services for that. Just remember to check that out, and they did they did pretty good.
Yeah.
Blakely did really good. Cole not so much. He wanted to stand there like a bump on a log.
We gotta get him moving his mouth, though.
I don't understand.
Really? Really?
Well, I mean, okay. He may get it from me. I don't know.
He may. Cool. Well, Saturday we it was supposed to be a productive day, and it turned out all right. We got up, and Kayla had forgot her nephew Bryce had a football game, so we got up, and she was reminded of that. We jumped up and took off to the football game. And
did y'all make it?
Yeah, we made it. Yeah, right time we're starting. We were there.
Sweet.
So we didn't have no extra time, but we got there right time it started. So so we hung out that for a while, and then my mother-in-law took Jax with her, and we went home. We were gonna do some stuff. Me and Landon was gonna cut grass, and then I ordered my parents a thermostat like I have. I have one of them Ecobee 3 thermostats. They wanted to. They bought a house here back in Florence, moving back from the lake, retiring, I guess, finally. And he wanted to move the thermostat in the house. And I was like, no, you don't need to do that. You ain't gotta do that, because like where it's at, there's a window there, right close to it.
Right.
And the sun kind of comes in on the thermostat. And he just didn't like the way it's been like that forever, and he didn't like it all of a sudden,
Oh, yeah. I understand.
But but anyway, so I was like, no, you ain't got to do that. So I ordered him a thermostat like I got, which is an Ecobee 3. They got like all the way up to a 5, I think, now, which is new and improved. It's got Alexa on it and stuff. Mine don't, but that new one does. But anyway, so I went over there and hooked it up for him, difference is you ain't got to move thermostat. It's just got sensors in the rooms.
Different rooms.
Yeah. So
Cool.
it picks up from there and don't pick up. You can turn on whichever sensor you want or turn off.
So each room can be a different temperature.
Not really. I mean, it's not going to change that
okay.
far it
That's
goes.
what I was
It's just
kinda
going like it's got these motion sensors. It can. I turn it off typically. I just want it to read. Say I want the house to set its temperature off my bedroom and the living room, and it basically get an average between those. But I don't want it reading off of the wall thermostat itself.
Right.
So that's basically what it did.
Okay. Cool.
So it just the parts you're in the house more, it kind of regulates to that area.
Sweet.
So went over there, hooked it all up for him. Took a little while and went back home and cut some grass.
Fun.
Might
be about one of the last times you got to cut it.
I doubt. It might be, but I doubt.
Yeah.
It tends to be always around here. It's like 1st of November, about the last time we got cut grass. But then, like you said, we got up. I was up at church at 7:30 something Sunday morning practicing, getting ready for the services, and I don't know if you saw it up there. You might have. Yeah, you probably did. We was up there practicing. Jackson come up there. They had him on stage, and he was not getting out the car without his gummy bears, which is not candy. These stuffed animals. It's a weird TV show called Gummy Bear. And he wasn't going to do that. Well, the drummer over there told me Jackson kept turning around. He's holding up the gummy bears to him and like dancing them and stuff.
Yeah.
So Derek told me, he's like, I got a puppet show over there while they were doing that. Jackson was showing me all this stuff, so it was funny. And then it was Kayla's first Sunday. She started helping out with the kids at church. So it was her first Sunday doing that, so which worked out really good because the first one Jackson was kind of up there, but he was like, whatever. And then the second one, she had to hold him.
Yeah, he wasn't having it second go around.
He's like, I done this once.
Yeah.
Twice if you count rehearsal.
Yeah. That's all you getting.
I'm done. So hold me.
Yeah. But it was cool though.
Yeah, it was good. We had fun doing it. And hung around for the second service and then went to the house and well, no, we didn't go to the house. We went to Sakura, got us some Japanese.
I'm still waiting on my carrots, man.
I brought some, but they kind of all got to eat. Well, my bad.
Sakura's got the best carrots around.
Dude, I'm telling you, these are good.
Very good.
I changed it up a little bit yesterday. Normally I get the steak and shrimp teriyaki. I got lobster and steak yesterday.
Hey, bro, you splurging a little bit.
Well, you know, I ain't been there in a little while.
Hey, go for it.
It still wasn't like a steamed lobster or nothing. No, it was good, don't get me wrong, but I still need me a good lobster tail.
Yeah, things is good, man.
It's hard to beat. So anyway, went home after that and hung out around the house and didn't do much of anything and then watched the race last night. Well, took Landon actually to my parents because my mom this morning took Landon to have his braces put on. So,
how did that go?
It went fine. That went fine. He's I talked to him before I came over here. He says mouth was just it's weird feeling. He says.
Oh, no doubt, it's got to be. Dude, if I get like a little piece of corn stuck in between my teeth, it drives me insane. So I couldn't imagine something pulling on you constantly.
Yeah, and just rolling up against the back of your lip.
Oh, dude, that would drive me insane.
They ain't gonna take him a few days to get used to it, probably.
Hopefully so.
But he went on to school after he got him on. So
okay, good.
He was all right. Now tomorrow he'll probably be,
Yeah, probably.
But anyway. So all good in the hood. But well, guys, the what we are gonna do tonight is basically the Chicken Bone Alley Summer Shootout Awards Night. We're gonna have on the top finishers from the series and kind of set aside the whole episode basically for them. We'll talk about a little bit of racing too.
I won't be on this episode because I was not one of the top finishers.
I wasn't top finisher either. So, but announce their prizes and go from there.
Sweet.
So anyway, but before we get started with that, want to go ahead and thank our presenting sponsors for the Chicken Bone Alley Summer Shootout Series. First and foremost, EMFR Performance and Grease Monkey Mooresville. They are our presenting sponsors for this series. We definitely could not do it without them. They put up some real good money for these guys, and we'll be announcing the prizes here on the show when we get these drivers on the phone. So awesome to have those guys on first time. Well, Earl's been with us for a little while now, and so hopefully we'll be able to do some more with them guys in the future, because I think it's a pretty cool, great partnership with them. Also, want to thank all of our associate sponsors for this series. Palmetto Machine and Fabrication. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. Also, Northeast Auto Imports. Buddy Derek Griffith up there. We appreciate him. Appreciate Northeast Auto Imports. If y'all are looking for some awesome imported cars, trucks, campers even. Did you see that he put up the other day?
Dude,
the camper he got on there?
Awesome stuff up there, man.
Dude, there was like this, I don't know how long it was. I would say probably 20 foot, 24 foot-ish camper, motorhome deal he had on there. It was a right-hand drive. I can't remember if Toyota or what. But anyway, it was really cool looking. Had been redone on the outside. They were going to redo it on the inside before they sold it. So that was really cool. So if y'all looking for some cool imported cars.
Yeah, they are some sweet. They got some nice stuff.
Go check out Northeast Auto Imports up there. Also want to thank Blood Eagle Racing Podcast. If y'all like our show, or if y'all, at least listen to the show, you ain't got to like it necessarily, but just, if you listen to the show, go check out Blood Eagle Racing Podcast. You'll like theirs also. So appreciate them guys coming on board. Kale and Tyler over there get their rundown from their week of racing and everything going on around them. Also, BS Racing. Buddies Matt and William up in Ohio there, going for GNCC quad titles and stuff, and running around the country doing all that, and appreciate them coming on. And let's see, I'm rolling down the list. And then last but not least, SRI Performance and Stock Car Steel. Thank those guys a lot. A lot of these guys that were racing with us are actually employed there. So had a lot of fun with those guys, and we thank them every week for coming on here and helping us out. So we really appreciate them. But without further ado, I guess, let's get into some points talk. All right, on the line first, ladies and gentlemen, coming in fifth in the points series here for the Chicken Bone Alley Summer Shootout, Mr. Zach Stroop. Zach, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, not too much. How are you guys doing today?
I ain't gonna complain too much, man. It's good, nice fall weather we was talking about here a second ago, and it's nice finally in the Carolinas.
Yeah, no kidding.
Our 2 weeks of fall coming up.
Right.
All right, man. Well, we'll get to it here. You are our fifth place finisher in the summer shootout here. Coming off last season, the winter series there, coming off a championship there. Man, you had some good runs, but you had some tough luck at times this year, man. Tell us a little summary of your season.
Yeah, I guess in a nutshell, if it could have went wrong, it did go wrong for me. It was a rough one for sure. The very first race was my first race back since the winter series. I'd taken some time off. I had to go get a new computer. Actually, I had to borrow a computer from a buddy of mine, Corey Gordon, to get me through the first couple weeks while I was still building one. So I was rusty, to say the least, the first two races, and then, like I said, about everything that could have went wrong did go wrong, but 95% of them were driver error on my part.
Well, sometimes it bees that way, I guess. And
Yeah, that's right.
it's always funny to me in racing because it seems like every series you look at, it's like somebody can win a championship in one season, all of a sudden come back to the next and just have a tough time at it. And it seemed like it come true for you to some extent. But I mean, with all that said, man, you still turned it around and was able to pull it back up to fifth in points there.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, we had a few good runs there. I think it was 2 weeks in a row. We were in second. And I mean, we're all over the leader, and just couldn't get it done. Man, and, two wins probably would have helped a lot, but yeah, oh well. Like I said, we got what we got, and we just had to move on to the next one.
Well, there you go, man. Well, fortunately, like I said, coming back up to fifth gives you a little bit of prize here. So, $50 is coming your way off of the series here, and man, we appreciate you spending your time on Tuesday evenings, coming on and racing with us, making it exciting out there because there was a lot of nights, and tell me if I'm wrong. Some of those nights you didn't seem to, or just had some tough luck in the heat races. And there was a lot of races you had to come through the field. And
Oh yeah,
and like you said, you was up in second place a good bit, so made it exciting to watch at least.
yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Like I said, I mean, I know one of them missed a start, and I think one of them a wheel come unplugged. I mean, like, I'm telling you, man, whatever could went wrong did go wrong, but tried to make the best of it.
Oh yeah, man.
We'll try again next time.
Yep, we are. Me and Sterling's been talking about it, trying to figure out our winter series, trying to see if we can get something up for it. So you are gladly welcome back, as you'll still be the defending champion of the winter series.
There you go.
So
that's one way to look at it.
There you go, man. Well, cool deal. Well, we appreciate you hanging out with us, and congratulations on the fifth, and best of luck next go round at it, man.
I appreciate it and appreciate everything y'all did for us this year.
Cool, man. We appreciate you too.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was your fifth place finisher, Mr. Zach Stroop. Zach, for the problems he had, did pretty good coming back to fifth place there.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's like I said, a little different than the winter series there, but competition was tougher this year too, though.
Competition was tougher. And speaking of competition, going to fourth place now, man that stepped up his game. Well, Cole, Mr. Cole DeMint, Cole, you did pretty good as far as beating who you need to beat from the winter series. It's just the problem was there was a couple more people who decided to finish up front this series. Anyway, your fourth place finisher, Mr. Cole DeMint. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's happening, fellas?
Ain't nothing, man. Ain't nothing. Well, like we were just saying, man, you were able to bring home fourth in the series here in the summer shootout, and you were able to beat Zach this go round.
Yeah, where was that 6 months ago?
Well, it happens.
Yeah, no, it's like I heard you guys just saying earlier, the competition stepped up big time, and I think overall, like as far as my season went, it felt more consistent. I didn't really have the finishes or the wins to have what it takes to win the whole thing or be up front when it mattered. But I mean, it was all in all things considered, like I said, with the competition, man, it was stout pretty much every week. So finishing where I did, and I'll take her. It's hard to complain.
For sure, man. Well, let's go back over the season just a little bit. I will say, and this is just from an outsider view looking in, coming from the winter series, you were fast on all the tracks. Do not get me wrong, but it seemed like your forte was a little more of dirt. You were kind of a little faster on dirt than you were asphalt in most cases, even though you had some great finishes on dirt also coming in out of the winter series. This season looked like you really stepped up on both. I mean, you were running great in dirt, great on asphalt, but you had some tough luck in them.
Yeah, no, I'd agree completely. Dirt just it suits how I drive on the sim a little bit better. But definitely after the way last season was, where it was, win the dirt races and then just survive the asphalt. I definitely put in more time into the asphalt side of things. Just, I mean, that's really what the sim and program was built around. That's a lot more content too, so you can kind of get your money's worth. Um, and then going into this year, it was sort of the same mentality. Just wanted to, you know, try and win the dirt races and then survive, but run more competitive in the asphalt stuff. And I mean, I didn't have the wins to show, but I felt like I was a little bit more competitive on it. It was, I just didn't have the results to show. I mean, I think we had 2 or 3 green white checkers at one point, and I either got caught up in stuff or stepped on it myself. So I just didn't have that closer aspect. I guess I really needed, but as far as any seasons going forward, it's just going to be continuing to try and get better at it. Because that's why we all do it. We have all got that competitive itch that we're trying to scratch, and these guys ain't gonna give up or pull over or whatever for you. So you gotta work on it and put the time in for it.
You are definitely right there, my friend. They really stepped up, but seeing you keep it home on coming home on a in 4th place overall in the series, compared to the competition that was out there, man, that was pretty stout still. Being that you have some of the tough results that you had, that was still a pretty stout finish there.
Yeah. Like I said before, I mean, I can't complain with it, and looking back, maybe could have got third out of the whole deal, but with guys like John and Aaron that were just a step ahead of everyone, it seemed to be. It's just you're not going to win the whole thing when you got guys like that are that good, and that consistently good. It wasn't like they were just popping in and winning a race here or there. It was asphalt or the dirt. They were the class of the field, and they were the ones to beat. When it was winter season, it seemed like it was me and Zach were in those roles. So yeah, it's 4th place overall. Granted, I probably could have done a little bit better. My finishes weren't the best, but I can't. Like I said, I don't. Maybe I could have got third, but it's fantasy fairy world to think I could have won the whole thing with how stout some of them guys were. So it's just about getting better. Probably this winter, invest in a little bit better equipment. That might be the next step to help being able to compete with those guys. I know, especially that last race, it was 100 laps outdoor in the slick. I'm fighting like what, just running 6 or so, and I couldn't even see the leaders, and it was it's like I'm not that bad, so it's just they were that good. But yeah, I can't complain with Forrest, man. It's everyone wants to win, but realistically, that's probably where I should have finished.
I got you, man. Well, I would say I thought you would have probably had third wrapped up. I think the incident there at Daytona, I think, kind of pushed you back a little bit, put you in a little bit of a hole there because you were running up front until that pit stop. Tell us kind of what happened there, if you can go back that far, and tell us what happened there. Because, like I said, I think that's what kind of knocked you out of third spot there.
Yeah, I mean, really, what knocked me out was just Beef winning that race, and he got those 5 bonus points. But as far as that Daytona incident, we're all on the Discord, and we're all in the pack, and it's the first time most of us had ran together, that close, that amount of time, and we had all agreed to pit on a certain lap, and that lap came up, and you had some people saying they wanted to stretch it another lap, and all it took was just 1 or 2 people. They stuck with the original plan, and you had some that were going the extra lap, and I was just sort of caught in between, and I think it was Zach I was behind. I just plowed into the back of him, and that's what, just miscommunication by everyone on that point. But it's still the quick repair, I believe. Like, I think I got back out there, and like I said, I ran second. It was just, Beef won. Beef won that one, and then bonus points just propelled them to, that third place finish ahead of me in fourth. So, I mean, looking back at it, like, okay, maybe it came down to, a wheel or, I mean, we were half a truck length or so in that finish. But like I said before, too, I was running third or fourth at the New Hampshire and green, white, checkered and, got wrecked, or I can't remember how that one went down. I was running like fourth at Watkins Glen, green, white, checkered, and I spin myself. So, I mean, yeah, looking back, it maybe Beef winning that would have been the difference between, third or fourth, but I made a lot of mistakes on my end too. So that's how I looked at it, when I was racing the real thing too, is it's a lot easier to point the finger at someone else, but, maybe I need to look in the mirror and see, well, yeah, maybe that guy got into me, but, I messed up the 3 previous laps to give him a shot to get close. So I kind of think of that in the same way I do with the iRacing sim stuff. It's in competition like it was, everyone's right there. You can't really make a mistake and then get mad at someone for, getting on top of you or whatnot. But I mean, it's all good fun. It's, like I said before, it scratches that competitive itch that we've all got.
There you go. Well, cool, man. Well, all season's been a pleasure. Well, I'm gonna say seeing you out on the track because I wasn't able to run with you because I was way back there in the back most of the time. But so that was a lot of fun. So for your efforts, man, points fund, you were getting $100 out of there. Also though, you were getting a $50 gift certificate presented by SRI Performance and Stock Car Steel for 2 things, actually. One, we're going to kind of say it's the Hard Luck Award because, like I said, you were kind of there, bunch of races running second, third, and had some tough luck. But also, it's going to be / Save the Day Award because I don't know if anybody really knows it out here. I might have said it on there, but I was setting up a race one night. I can't even remember where it was. But anyway, I was setting it up, and my internet completely went out at home. Sterling he was working, I think, and was not able to make it to this race. So I got on the phone real quick, and I called you, and I was like, dude, I'll make you admin of this real quick. Can you possibly set this race up for me? And you're like, sure, man. So we greatly appreciate it. So $100 out of points fund and a $50 SRI Performance Stock Car Steel gift certificate coming your way, man. So we greatly appreciate it.
That's awesome. I appreciate you guys putting it on, and SRI and all the sponsors for hopping on board. It makes it, I mean, we all won't say the money is why we did it because we were going to do it regardless, but it adds a little bit to it. And, we really appreciate, like I said, the sponsors hopping in and you guys for putting it on. I know it can be a pain to sort of chisel out the time and devote it, even though it was, only 8 weeks. I know you guys had stuff going on and so I, just really appreciate you guys, what you do, and for the invite, and we'll keep growing it
for sure, man.
We'll make her a real thing.
There you go. Well, I want to give you a chance here real quick. Also, if anybody doesn't know, Cole owns his own business that is closely interlocked, we'll say, with the racing industry. So I want you to kind of go over your business there, buddy.
I appreciate that. The elevator pitch, basically, it's called First Guardian. It's an information provider service that specializes, or I guess you say specializes, in the racing world. Basically, you would go on the website, submit your information, primarily emergency contact information is the key. You can also submit other medical related information. I then take that and turn it into a matrix barcode, which is the official word for the QR codes, the scannable codes that we've all come accustomed to because of COVID. I take that code, turn it into a a vinyl decal that can then be placed on the driver's helmet or in the cockpit or wherever they choose. So that way, while they're racing, in the event something does actually happen, that code can be scanned by any smartphone. You just point the camera at the code, PDF will pop up and it'll show, hey, this is, John Smith. This is his emergency contacts, Mary Smith. Also, John Smith is a known diabetic. So, it's information that can be used. Where are the proper terms? Quickly. It's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
So that way, because like I told you guys before, and you guys understand it. When you race, especially when you're there by yourself, or you don't really know a whole lot of people or whatnot, you kind of have that conversation with someone like, hey, can I give you so and so's phone number, or hey, my wallet's in the trailer, just in case the event something bad does happen, you get knocked out or a really bad wreck. This sort of can take place of that conversation to where if something happens, track workers or anyone can scan this code and see who they need to get a hold of, or if there was a medical history there that it can allow the first responders to act a little bit more quickly. So yeah, I mean that's basically the whole concept behind it. It's asked a lot of questions and did a lot of research and finally pulled the trigger on it earlier this year and learned a lot, and we're slowly getting the ball rolling. Definitely gonna look into a few different avenues this winter and hopefully get it out there. My goal when I started it was 5,000 of these were purchased and 0 were used, because if it's being used, then we've got some problems. But it's one of those. It's just another safety aspect. Hopefully, just add some peace of mind, and especially for your loved ones. That way, that you can go out there and live fast and live safe.
For sure, man. Like I have explained it to a handful of people here, it is probably one of the cheapest pieces of mind, or cheapest peace of mind that you could ever pay for. Let everybody know how to find First Guardian.
Yeah, so we've got a Facebook page. It's First Guardian. That's 1ST Guardian. We'll also have the website, firstguardian.myshopify.com. Like you said, the price wise, it's $50 for a 12-month subscription. After the 12 months, there'll be a renewal option. And these things are dynamic, so I can make adjustments on the fly. The example I always use is John Smith put Mary Smith down as his emergency contact, and 6 months go by and Mary Smith's no longer in the picture. I can go in and adjust that so there's not have to be a repurchase of any sort. And it's one of those things too where it's you pay the upfront and then just your annual renewal, and you don't have to worry about it. It's the peace of mind, and definitely for the loved ones. I know when I was a kid racing, it was me and Dad would go to the track, and Mom would be sort of worried to death. She might not be working or have to do stuff at the house, and she always dreaded getting that phone call or not knowing if people knew how to get a hold of her. So this can be that example of it's, you might know who to call and how to get a hold of them, or any information. I'm a big numbers guy myself, and information is king. So like I said, hopefully it's something that everyone, I really believe everyone needs this, but it's also something that I hope people don't need to use. That's the best way to put it.
There you go. I just want to know what happened to Mary. That's all I want to know.
I heard she was very popular. That's all I know.
There we go.
Good deal, Cole. That's really cool, man, and I really think that's going to take off. I know it will. But everybody definitely go check a look at that and check it out. And hey, and I mean, it don't even have to be in racing world. Honestly, I mean,
No.
it could be used in a lot of different areas.
I'll be honest. I've thought about it, and I need to talk to you about it. everybody knows my youngest son, Jackson, he has autism, and I know we could probably work something out that I could put this inside his book bag or, something like that. You give emergency contact information, stuff like that.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that route, you've got the elderly route, construction workers on hard hats. I mean, there's multiple applications. It's not just for racing. I've just tailored it that way because that's what my background is. But if you can think about it, it's probably can be used that way. And it's all stuff that's user submitted. So it's not like, I know in this day and age, a lot of people are, concerned about their information safety and whatnot. This is all, I'm not asking for your social security number, don't put something like that out there. But if it's something that is important enough that someone else may need to know at a moment's notice, that's where I specialize in.
There you go.
Good deal, man. Cool. Again, congratulations, man, and 4th place finish in the points this year, or this summer league, and hopefully we can make something happen again in the winter there, and see with your new equipment, maybe see where you can get to.
Sounds good, man. Appreciate you guys, and like I said, what you guys putting it on, what you do, and sponsors hopping on board, and it was a lot of fun. Looking forward to the next one, no doubt.
Good deal, buddy. We'll be talking with you soon.
Sounds great, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was your 4th place finisher, Cole Dement, bringing home, like I said, with that $100 out of point fund, and then $50 SRI stock car steel gift certificate there for saving our day. So speaking of SRI, we're gonna move on to your 3rd place finisher here. Beef Tips, Greg Bondo. Beef, what is up, man?
Hey, how y'all doing tonight?
We're absolutely wonderful. How about you?
I'm doing good, just hanging out.
Good deal.
Just relaxing for a Monday night, I guess.
Good deal. Speaking of the SRI, did you work hard today, man?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Normally Mondays are actually kind of stressful sometimes, but yeah, it wasn't bad. It's it's almost the end of the race season, at least for the NASCAR stuff, which mostly is what I mess with. So there's only a few more races for those guys, so it's kind of winding down, and then I'll get going here after Christmas again pretty hard.
There you go. Well, for the people that don't know, you're one of the few guys from SRI we haven't had on here yet, so glad you're finally able to come on here. But
yeah, that's true.
if you can, real quick, let us all know what you do with SRI.
So I do. I do outside sales. I do mostly to just NASCAR Cup teams, some Xfinity, couple trucks, and then some odds and end places. But I just do sales, outside sales, and vendor management for some of those. So it just depends what they have going on, from fasteners to abrasives to cleaners, all that. Now we join with Performance. I think it's almost about a year and a half, or maybe 2 years. So gotten the parts a little bit, but most of my guys, they make all their own stuff, so it's mostly just consumables and faster stuff like that. And that's what I do daily.
There you go. And then hang out at racetracks. That's where I always see you at. So.
Yeah, and I haven't really. Yeah, I mean, I was all the time, and then I had a daughter, and I just haven't as much. And but I will. I got October, Charlotte's coming up, November, and Charlotte as well, both back-to-back weekends. So those are my weekends. I normally hang out the dirt track for both of those weekends, and I think that's where I seen you last year.
It is.
I met you all last year.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we'll probably see you there at the finals there again this year, probably.
Yeah, I don't think last year. I don't think we had. We normally have like a tent and all that, but I don't think last year. I guess we didn't do the tent.
No, because they had.
I think it was
crazy
COVID and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully this year we don't have to worry about that mess, but we'll see.
Good to go. Good to go. We went to the Sizzler up there, and everything was rolling as normal up there.
Yeah, that's true. I did. Yeah, I was up there for that, and I think it'd be fine. I think they're be good to go.
Sweet, man. Well, we got you on here tonight. One, because you brought it home, 3rd place in the points in this summer series here in the summer shootout. So congratulations on that. 2, because we weren't able to get you on after your win at Daytona.
Oh yeah, my Daytona win of I call it the Michael McDowell of the series of my only win I had there, but I'll take what I can get.
Hey, there you go, man. Well, this is my thing about it, and obviously because you finished third in the points, it might have been a you call it the Michael McDowell win of the series, but man, you were up there every week. Yeah, you were fighting for top threes every week. So I mean, it wasn't just a fluke.
No, it wasn't, and I had some good luck and also had a little bit of bad luck, but yeah, I feel like I was I'd say top 5 to top 3 car. It's just obviously John and Aaron, and when Zach wouldn't have bad luck, they were always the top, and Cole too, I guess. But yeah, Aaron and John were definitely the class of the fields, but I think between me, Zach, and Cole, we're all pretty close. Just Zach's luck really, really sucked this year, so that helped me out too. But yeah, it was fun. I enjoy the series. I like the random tracks, the random cars, and not knowing where we're going to race, because I didn't give people time to make test laps, even though Monday nights, this is my first Monday in the last 8 weeks that I haven't been on iRacing till like midnight trying to learn the track. So it's kind of relaxing.
This is why we only do 8 weeks, because
Yeah.
I don't know how them boys in NASCAR do it for a whole season, because after 8 weeks of it, I'm like, I'm wore out from this.
Yeah, exactly. And Tuesday nights are races, and I always got on at 7 on Tuesday to practice a little bit. And I mean, you got to practice, especially that type of field we had. I feel like everybody's pretty stout, and you got to be up on the wheel there. But yeah, I hope there's a winter series. I don't know if there is yet, if you all mentioned that, but I'm looking forward. If there is, I hope there is. But guess we'll have to find out.
Well, we are definitely working on it here, trying to see if what all we can get up, and one way or another, we'll make something happen.
Awesome. That'd be cool.
But anyway, man, I want to go back to your win there. Let's talk about it a little bit. If you can remember back, a few weeks. Let's talk about that race there at Daytona in that truck. How was your race? Because you actually fell back to begin with. You kind of, I guess, were taking the in the back approach there for a little while and save your stuff.
Yeah, I've had a few Busch Lights before then, so I'm trying to think of that race. It's I think I wrote in the beginning. Zach and Tim, I told them that I was going to ride in the back, and that was their plan too. So we were all going to and John kind of talked about that too. I knew Dobie was going to go full throttle. He had nothing to lose. So when in the first lap, I knew he was pushing me and everything, trying to, he was dipping in the inside. So I went high, and I was trying to go back past everybody, or let them all go by, and that kind of messed up Tim, I think, and that's when them two end up wrecking. But yeah, I just rode in the back beginning because I knew something was going to happen. But I don't think anything really happened till everybody was talking about going to pit, and I think some people weren't as honest as others, saying they weren't going to pit, and then all of a sudden they did, and it choked up the whole field, and everybody started wrecking, and I ended up staying out with John, and then Zach and all them ended up getting a wreck before that. And I'm trying to think, I guess we ended up pitting, and then I think I rode up in the front, and then I fall back again, and then I knew with I think there was 10 to go, caution come out from what I can remember, and I had John pushing me up top, and then I seen Aaron down below coming, and I just dropped down and tried to get him to push me up, and then I think Cole was beside me on the last lap, and I think Aaron kind of pushed me up into him, and I was going for it. I didn't have any friends then, and I think I lucked at the draw of my nose there that me and Cole got together, and I think I went into his car, and it kind of worked out for me. I think there was a glitch in the system or whatever, but it worked out for me.
Well, it was definitely the closest finish of our series so far.
Yeah, well, that's good. I'm glad I could have been that.
You get to be the Michael McDowell and the Ricky Rudd.
Yes, that's perfect. Yeah, it was. You got to have them speedway races. I mean, it gives everybody a chance to win, and it kind of mixes it up a little bit. Because I mean, to be honest, most of those races are hard. I mean, between Aaron and John there, I mean, that's tough competition. Those guys got it going on for sure.
Well, you can definitely say you were the one guy to spoil the asphalt sweep for Aaron there.
Oh, that's perfect. Well, then after I read his status of what he's done on iRacing, I felt pretty good. I'm like, oh, that guy's won a lot of stuff on iRacing. And I think he's an e-racer too, I read, so maybe I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm like, well, I felt pretty good that I beat him, so it made me feel good.
There you go, man. Well, good deal. Well, like we said, man, you come home third in the series here. Congratulations on that. And for those efforts, those efforts, man, you are going to get $200 out of the points fund here.
Heck yeah, that's awesome.
Give it.
And I appreciate y'all putting that on too.
Oh, not a problem, man. We enjoy it. We're trying to figure out what's going to be Winter Series. See what we can. We kind of it's kind of the same, but a little bit different. So with the drop race this season, that kind of shook up a few things, and I will still say I think the cream rose to the top.
Yeah.
So we're seeing what we can do different for the next Winter Series, or if we need to do anything different. So
yeah, that drop race gives everybody a chance if something happens, or if they got, a storm coming and they knock out their Wi-Fi or whatever. Because I think that happened to you or somebody one time too. So it gives a little bit of extra there. And I want to also thank Earl and Grease Monkey in Mooresville and SRI, and I know some other guys also contributed to that. I can't think of all of them, but all of them too for putting up some money for us to go have some fun on low I racing.
Definitely so. Also, Blood Eagle Racing Podcast.
Yeah, Bloody. Yep.
Northeast Auto Imports and BS.
And right?
And BS Racing.
Yep. Yeah, I appreciate those guys for doing that.
Yeah, we do too, for sure. Well, cool, man. Well, is there other than that? Who do you want to thank for your car there on iRacing?
I guess I should. I'll definitely thank SRI because they definitely helped towards that, and then Zach, 45 Designs. The last time I did an interview, I said 54 Designs, but it's 45 Designs. He pretty much designed all our stuff, and he does a great job for all of us SRI guys on our cars, somewhat looking the same, and he's always been known to do that, and I think I think he does everybody's SRI, so it makes it kind of cool that he takes on that part. And I think his computer crashed one time, and I got a new computer going, and we're good to go. But he does great work, and SRI and you guys obviously, so appreciate it.
Not a problem at all, man. Well, cool, man. Well, what is up on the agenda for beef here coming up?
I got actually, so I got a go-kart for the DNQ series that Zach runs, and I'm gonna have I've been working on that. I am actually what I'm about to go do right now, and the next race is October 11th. So I got that money that I just won. I go to, which I got to give to Zach because I'm buying a motor and some stuff from him, and I'm not gonna drive it because I'm too fat to drive it, I think. But I'm gonna have my neighbor drive it and go see how we can do in that deal at Millbridge and see how it goes.
What kind of?
And other than that, what's that?
What kind of car did you get?
It's a Phantom Phenom, so it's an older car. But, I mean, the DNQ deal, I think it'll be okay. And we'll see. It's just something to mess with. It's not – the schedule's, not that bad. It's not like you race every weekend. And so, yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of that. And then, like I said, we got the Charlotte races coming up for work-wise and the dirt track, all that. And I look forward to that. Just go to see everybody local and hang out and have a few bush lights or whatever you decide to have those nights. But they're fun.
There you go. So, what kind of motors they run over there in that DNQ series?
So it's just a Predator. The class I want to run is just or that I'm gonna have is the Predator motor. So it's just the one out of Harbor Freight. I think it's a $125 motor, and then you run Hoosier Groove tires with no tire prep, so you don't have to worry about tire prep. And now they have other classes you could tire prep, but the class I want to run is no tire prep. I don't want to have to mess with any of that. That stuff's it's a pain to do. So I just I'm gonna do that deal. They call it the Pro Cup series. But if you ever get a chance, you need to come check it out. It's on sometimes Wednesdays, sometimes Mondays, but it's a cool deal. I don't know how many entries, a lot, but it's mostly racing guys in the industry. That's why they do it on Mondays, just so or Wednesdays, so guys that are traveling can still go do it. And it's a fun deal.
Well, I need to talk with you. We might you sticker up some Chicken Bone Alley stickers on that go.
Hell yeah, we'll definitely do that.
We might I might know where some tires and motors are.
Yeah, I think we got we got 7 motors in there now.
Yeah, we got a pile of motors.
Oh, I didn't even know you were in. I didn't. That's the first time I heard you talk. I didn't realize you were in here.
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Yeah,
he's in there.
Oh. But yeah, I might. Matter what, I'd run a decal anyways. So you just send me some up, or I'll get them from you somehow, and we'll put it on there. And hey, we might not even make the show, but they'll know we're there at least if we run the B-Man or not. We'll make it exciting somehow or another.
I was fixing to say, as long as everybody's having fun, that's all that counts, man.
Yeah. You definitely, if you all get a time, I know you all are far from there, but it's a cool deal for sure. And I hope to see you all in Charlotte for sure too.
Oh yeah, well, we're gonna see somewhere. We're gonna meet up somewhere for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys will be at Charlotte. I'm
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. Well, congratulations again, and on your third place finish here, taking home $200, and we appreciate you coming on every week with us, being a big supporter for us, and we really appreciate it, man.
Yep, thank you guys, and looking forward to the Winter Series, and hopefully we'll see you guys some point at the dirt track in the next couple weeks.
For sure. All right, everybody. Beef Tips, Greg Bonu bringing home third place. All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving on there to second place. Aaron Smith, unfortunately, he is not able to join us tonight after his second place finish here in the summer shootout series here. Man, Aaron come on strong. Right. Well,
Sure, yeah.
let me take that back. We started off, where we start this year? Well, yeah, he did. Yeah, we did. We started off this year in asphalt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we started off at, oh God, I can't even remember.
I can't either. It's been 8
It's
weeks ago.
8 weeks ago. I'm sorry, Aaron. But anyway, Aaron went out there and just schooled everybody.
New Smyrna, I believe.
No Smyrna, that's right.
Yeah, 'cause we run out of fuel.
That's right. That is exactly right. New Smyrna and the ARCA cars. No, yeah,
No.
yeah.
No.
Late models.
models.
I'm sorry. Good Lord, I'm getting all messed up here. I apologize. We went to New Smyrna, late models. Aaron took off, got wrecked on the first lap. Aaron was the only smart one because I don't know what this deal was this year with computer issues, but we had a few. We had issues going into this race, and somehow the setup did not go in, and which was still okay. It was short on fuel. Everybody was going to have to pit. Well, nobody looked at the fuel except for Aaron.
Well, it worked out great for him.
But regardless, he was coming back up through the field like it was no tomorrow. So
yeah, I don't think it really mattered. He was coming, and he did come, and yeah, he was pretty strong.
And that kind of set his tone for the season, especially on the asphalt side.
Yeah.
The next week, we were on dirt, and he didn't run that good, which I think is where the difference was made, where he ended up finishing second in these points here. But I will have to say that, excuse me, I'm sorry. I will have to say that Aaron, if there was a, I guess most improved
On dirt.
for one side or the other, Aaron had to make that most improved on dirt, and he did it really quick.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't run that great in the first dirt race, and then all of a sudden, when we're coming around to the next dirt and the rest of the dirt races, he was up there contending up front. So Aaron Smith will be your second place finisher in the Chicken Bone Alley Summer Shootout, taking home $300 for a second place finish. Plus we're going to give him the a $50 gift card presented by SRI Performance and Stock Car Steel for having the most wins on asphalt.
Sweet.
And he had 3 wins on the asphalt. The only time that got upset was when the last man we just talked to there, Beef Tips, got it on at Daytona. So very, very impressive.
Yeah, very much so, especially on road courses, man. From Watkins
Dude,
Glen
that
race,
was
he was
insane.
yeah, dude was like 2 seconds faster a lap than everybody. At least I think.
I know this. I ended up finishing. Where did I finish? 4th, 5th? I can't remember. I know it's top 5. But at Watkins Glen somehow I got lapped right before the caution come out by him.
It's insane.
And then the caution came out and I got lucky dog. So that's the only way I ended up on the lead lap. I don't know how that happened. So congratulations to Aaron. We'll have to talk to him another time here. He wasn't able to come on tonight, had some prior commitments. So congratulations to him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and that brings us to the pinnacle moment, I guess we'll say, for this series here. We got your winner, first place Man, taking home $1,000 from the points fund here, Mr. John Rosario Jr. Man, congratulations.
I appreciate it. It was a long season, but a lot of fun at the same time. So I'm just thankful, obviously, to come out the champion and, obviously get to race with a bunch of really great guys while doing it.
Cool, man. Well, I just want to let you know we just talked to Beef Tips, and he says that you owe him $100. Just saying.
Okay, I'll get with him on that.
He said he'll see you tomorrow. So okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, cool, man. Well, we want to go back through the season a little bit. The season started off a little crazy. We were just talking about at New Smyrna there with the late models, and it ended up being some fuel mileage issues there that none of us really realized other than Aaron. But you came out okay in it also. But then from then on, dirt stuff, man, obviously, that was your forte. So just give us your overview of the whole season there.
Yeah, when we first went to New Smyrna with the late model stocks, I didn't know what to expect because I had never really ran asphalt races before. I had actually ran a few street stock races that I forgot to mention in the last podcast I did, but as far as the late models go, though, I'd never ran one on the game, so I was like, all right, this should be interesting. But I actually enjoyed the asphalt side of things a lot, and really from the start of that race, I realized tire wear was a really big factor. Keep in mind, did not think about fuel. So the whole time I'm saving tires, and I remember it was probably 20 laps to go or something, and the thing popped up on the screen and it said I had 5 laps of fuel left, and I was like, oh, bud, we're in trouble. But yeah, I mean, I thankfully knew that you could uncheck your tires for the pit stop. So like Cole DeMint was leading, and I don't believe he unchecked the tires because he came down pit road ahead of me and Beef Tips, and then me and Beef had really good stops. I was able to get ahead of him just a little bit, which played out and allowed me to finish second. But obviously Aaron, he was a little smarter than us and noticed the fuel early and was able to get by. So he picked up the first one of the season, and I was thankful to run second. And then, like you said, I mean, the dirt stuff, I don't want to say I was confident rolling into it. I certainly felt like I could be competitive, but I wasn't like, oh, I'm going to win these, because I knew, Zach Stroop's very strong. I'd never heard of Cole DeMint before, but after racing with him all season, I got a lot of respect for him and the way he races, and he was really fast on the dirt stuff. So, there was a lot of really good guys, and it was cool to be able to win 3 of the 4 dirt races. The last one, I feel like I had a shot at it, but if we're being honest, my nerves were shot. All I could think about was winning the points, and I'm like, man, there's no way I'm going to push the limits here. And because I knew the outside line was the fastest way around Eldora because of all the races I've ran there, but I wouldn't get near that wall because I was just terrified of tearing the car up and then letting Aaron get by or something and losing the points. So it was a lot of fun, and yeah, I mean, really, if we're being completely honest, out of all the the 8 races we ran, I really think the ARCA cars at Loudon was the most fun I had on the game. There's just I'm not used to the asphalt, so to get in that environment with Aaron, who's clearly very very competitive in the asphalt side of things, and me and him were kind of having a battle there in the ARCA cars, and I was like, man, this is fun. I just really enjoyed the tire wear and everything, so it was cool. I really thank you guys for putting that deal together.
Oh, no problem at all, man. Well, overall, I know you said you like the ARCA cars and stuff, but what do you think about the schedule like that where we're kind of flipping back and forth, different cars, different tracks every week? Our idea behind it is to not try to give anybody much of a competitive advantage, but, being obviously guys are better on one than they are the other. And I really think just obviously the cream rose to the top as to who put in the time for it. But what do you think about it?
Oh, I mean, that was probably the most fun league or series, whatever you want to call it, that I've ran in a very long time because, I'm so used to, all I run on the iRacing game is dirt. So, like, all my dirt stuff is, you get in a league and it's super late models. And so you're in a super late model every week. And then, obviously, the track's announced, so you know what track you're going to be at. And it's fun. I'm on iRacing every night. But, whenever I joined your deal, and Beef Tips didn't really tell me at first that it was dirt and asphalt. he just said there was a mixture of cars. And I was like, oh, cool. And then once I figured out what we were doing, I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then once we got started, I really enjoyed it. Because like you said, you know, 1 week, I mean, we started off, we ran late model stocks at New Smyrna, which I had to buy. I think I may have had the late models, but I had to buy New Smyrna. Like, it's just stuff that I've never ran before. So to get the opportunity to run it, and God, it was just so much fun. And then, like I said, the next week we go run, you know, the 358 modifieds at Cedar Lake. And then, next thing you know, we're running ARCA Cars Allowed. And then just the variety was really cool. And yeah, I like the idea personally, because like you said, it does give guys like Aaron, who's clearly very, very, you know, very stout on the asphalt side of things. He was able to come up and win 3 races on the asphalt side of things. And then, you know, me, I was fortunate enough to win some dirt stuff. And then you had people like Zach Stroop, who's well in both, you know, both surfaces of racing. And I mean, he ran great in every race, minus the ones that he had some bad luck in. But no, it was cool. I mean, like I said, I really enjoyed it.
Well, we were throwing some love there to the second place man, Aaron Smith there. We were just talking about it, and unfortunately he wasn't able to be on here tonight. But we said that if there was if we gave out a most improved award through the season, it just his dirt stuff, because he started out with 358 modifieds not running that good, but then all of a sudden, a little later in the year, he was up there running with you guys up front and on the dirt tracks.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, because I'm in no way bashing him, but I remember, you know, he spanked our butt the first week, right? And I'm like, oh, shoot, bud, this is going to be difficult. And then the second race, we went to Cedar Lake with 358s, and I have it wrote down. I think he finished like 13th or something.
Right.
And I was like, okay. And I was like, well, you know, nothing against him, but I was like, well, if he has like 2 or 3 bad runs, you know, if I can stay consistent, I'll be okay. And then we went and we ran the UMP modifieds at Lanier. And I remember we joined the lobby for practice, and he was quick time. And I'm like, oh, my goodness, he's clearly put some time in. And then I think he finished 6th in that race. And I was like, oh, shoot. And then we ran the sprint cars where he finished 2nd. And I'm like, dude, this whole boy's got it figured out, you know. And like you said, he you know, I'm not saying I'm great on the dirt, but I do want to give credit to him, because I understand, you know, what it takes to be competitive on the dirt side of things, with the track slicking and, you know, slickening up, and a lot of throttle control and stuff comes into play. And for him to improve the way he did in a very short amount of time, I was extremely impressed. And I haven't reached out to him yet, but I have, you know, I want to reach out to him and just let him know that I was, you know, that I enjoyed the whole season racing with him, and that I was impressed with the way he excelled through the dirt stuff as the season went on.
For sure, man. Well, going off of that also, you saying that you never ran much asphalt or hardly any asphalt stuff going into it, and then having the finishes that you did, running second quite a few times, a third there. But the only bad race you really had on asphalt was Daytona, and that was only because of Rick. Man, I could put you right there in running too for saying somebody that really improved on asphalt.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Like I said, I mean, it was hard for me to practice because, you know, between obviously my job, and then I get off of work and I come home, work on my real race cars, and then I typically go inside at like 8:30. You know, obviously there's nights where it's 9 or later, but you know, I didn't really have time to practice. And this is another thing I want you to know that I loved, because it did keep me from no-lifing the game. But the fact that you announced the track Monday night, you know, the night before the race, was awesome. Because if you announced it the following day or something, then I'd have Thursday, Friday, or, you know, Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday. I'd no-life the game Sunday. Like, I would have gone all out. And not that that's a bad thing, but it did. I really enjoyed how, you know, Monday I would drive home from work, and I'd click on Facebook and I'd look and be like, oh, all right, so we're here tonight, or over there. And I enjoyed it. Now, I wish I could have practiced it a little more, maybe give Aaron a little bit of a run for his money. But at the end of the day, that kid had it figured out, and I don't really think that no matter how many laps I put in, I could have kept up with his pace. Whenever tire wear came into play, I was able to maintain, I noticed. But his first 15 laps compared to mine, I mean, we're talking seconds. I mean, he's really, what I noticed in the in-car camera was just how smooth he was on the wheel, but still rotating. Where to rotate like him, I had to crank a lot of wheel into it, and then I'd burn the right front off. So it's something I'm going to work on for if we do a winter series. But but yeah, so it's fun because I enjoy competition, and he certainly was stout.
For sure, man. Well, also I want to announce on here that on top of the $1,000 that you are winning out of the points fund, you are also going to be receiving a $50 SRI stock car steel gift card there. So Beef Tip said you can now go buy some aluminum from them.
Oh yeah, I can just about guarantee you that the minute I get that card, I'll be using it because I go through SRI and them guys over at Stock Car for just about everything. So that's certainly going to come in handy, and I want to thank them for that. Obviously, that's a really cool thing that for one, they're supporting our racing deal, and two, that they're stepping up and giving out gift cards like that.
For sure, man. Well, we wanted to we didn't really talk to you about it as much last time we had you on here. Tell everybody, we know that you race yourself and crate late models, but also, what is a typical day for John Rogerio Jr.? What is work?
Oh, so every morning I get up and I go to work. I work at Hendrick Motorsports. I'm a fabricator, finished fabricator, that is. So, a lot of guys always ask me what car I work on. I actually have the opportunity to work on all 4 cars over in the Cup shop. And then, primarily everything in the front end, I have the joy of working on, and, duct work, your brake ducts, your drag ducts, which you run in your 550 package races, and then the brake ducts for your 750 package stuff. There's splitters, splitter pan. Like I said, just primarily everything in the front end. There's me and then one other guy that we handle everything in the front. So one day I might do splitters while he does duct work, or I'll do brake ducts and duct work when he does the splitter. And, it's a lot of fun, and, beyond grateful for the opportunity to work for such an awesome organization. And yeah, I mean, it's a dream job just because, like you said, I do race myself, and to get to go and make a living working on race cars and then come home, work on my own is something I've always dreamed of, and to get the opportunities is awesome.
You probably end up working closely with crew chiefs and car chiefs and everything else through there with working, especially in that splitter area, because we know they try to massage out every little bit they can get, don't they?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like anything, down the my late model, or obviously the number 5 team, they're a Cup car for this weekend. I mean, you want every little thing because it all adds up, and like you said, certainly, the crew chiefs are always coming around asking, what can we do here? What can we do there? And, it's fun because you see their drive and their ambition and, their will to go out and do whatever it takes to win. So then, like, whenever they come back to the fab shop and speak to you, you're like, it just gives you a fire. I don't know how to word it. It's just I get so excited whenever I see them because I'm like, man, they're putting in all this time. Now it's my job to do everything I can, make everything as nice and as, well built as I can, so that whenever they get to the racetrack, they're confident they have the best car possible to unload with and obviously race with. So it's cool, man. Like I said, it's something a lot of people dream of, and I'm just very thankful for the opportunity.
Well, I'll go ahead and give you another congratulations, because you're definitely part of that team, having 4 cars in that Cup playoffs right now, and especially this last night, Sunday night. Y'all had 4 fast cars out there. Circumstances didn't work out, but Chase especially was coming there at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it's like anything. What do they say? Sometimes the fastest car don't always win the race. I'd like to believe that we had some of the fastest cars there yesterday. And then obviously, like you said, some things just don't play out. But all in all, to unload just about every race. I mean, we went to Bristol and we won, thankfully. We go to Vegas, yesterday, and we had really fast cars. And, here we go to Talladega this weekend. Hopefully we run well there. The Roval. I mean, it's just really cool because, we got a lot of employees. We got a lot of people that work there. And to say I'm a part of it and a part of that team each week is just, it's just such a cool feeling. Like I said, I'm thankful beyond words. And it's cool just to sit back and on a Sunday when I get done cleaning my car, I get to go inside, turn on a race, and see how we're doing. So
That's
it's
right.
cool.
That's right. I got one question about it though. There's a lot of
All right.
people. There's a lot of people like let's say Darlington. This
Okay.
last go around. A lot of people were saying, oh, Kyle went for it there on that last lap and couldn't make it work. There's gonna be a lot of guys in the fab shop that's upset with him because he tore up a good race car. I was like, I don't believe that. I believe that every guy in that fab shop is okay to rebuild whatever as long as their guy was going for it like that. Is that the feeling, man?
Oh, I can tell you right now, whenever I went into work Monday, there was not a single person. I mean, not one person in the whole shop that had anything bad to say about that. I mean, at the end of the day, we build cars. I mean, it's not a brand new chassis, but like it's a new car every week. So like that Darlington car, he went for the win and it got tore up. No big deal. You take it back to the shop. We got another one sitting there, ready to go. Because after Darlington, we went to Richmond,
Right.
and that Richmond car sitting there ready to go. So that Darlington car has no effect on that Richmond program, and that's why, like you said, there ain't nobody there in that shop that had anything bad to say about him going for the win. Now, if he was running seventh and went to go for sixth, maybe I'd have had something to say. But all in all, like I said, I mean, we're, with an organization like that, that car didn't really play too big of a factor in the next coming races. So for us, if you're going to tear it up going for the win, do it every week if you got to. I mean, it's just the way it is,
There you go. And that's right, man. It's like I told him anyway. I said I'm pretty sure all them guys expect to rebody a car after Darlington anyway.
Exactly.
But cool, man. Well, getting back to you, man. Like we said, congratulations on winning the series here. Awesome well, you were our inaugural summer series winner. So congratulations on being that. You and Zach Stroop get to be Zach won the winter series, and now you were the summer shootout champion. So I guess we'll come back on the winter series when we get it all lined up here and let y'all battle it out and see who can bring home another one.
I mean, I'm certainly gonna do everything I can to try to win another one. But if Aaron shows back up, he's gonna be strong. I mean, Zach. I'm going to be honest with you. Whenever Zach had his issues at New Smyrna, I remember thinking, well, we get a drop race, so it's no big deal. But then he had issues a few more times. And, I'm going to be honest with you. If he didn't have them issues, I mean, as well as he was running, I mean, he was pretty much in the top 3 or top 4 every race and then had issues. So, he's obviously he's going to be tough in the Winter Series, and I'm just hoping that I can pull it off again,
There you go, man. Well, cool deal. Well, as far as your real race car sitting over there, what's up next for you?
So this weekend we're taking our 604 and our 602 to Cherokee. The 604 is qualifying heat race on Friday and have a feature on Saturday, and then the 602 car is a full program on Saturday. So we'll run that, and then next weekend we go to Harris with our 602 car for a 5,000 win show, and then the weekend after that we go to Livonia, same thing, 602 car for $5,000, and then the weekend after that, if everything goes well, keep in mind racing's an up and down deal, but
Right.
if everything goes well, we're going to try to go to Florida at Alltech Speedway. They're paying $27,000 for the 604s, and then the weekend after that is the Dryden World Short Track Championship at Charlotte, which we were fortunate enough to win the 604 program last year, and I'm looking forward to getting back there. I love Charlotte. I wish we got to race there more often, really, but we'll go there that Halloween weekend and see if we can't redeem ourselves and go back to back. And then after that, I really don't know. I mean, with the tire shortage going on right now, it's kind of tough to stay far out on your tire program and stuff. So like right now, I have everything I need pretty much to get to Charlotte, and then after that, November is kind of up in the air depending on what I'm able to get for tires and all. So I know I'm not the only one in that position, so a lot of guys are probably feeling the same way I am, but those are pretty much all really big shows the whole month of October, so I'm looking forward to getting after it and seeing how we can do.
There you go, man. And I don't know if you know, well, you don't know this probably. Actually, when you won last year at Charlotte at Dryden World Short Track Championship there, we were actually standing in Victory Lane there over there with you. I was going I was actually going to try to get you on the show, and they had you moving around everywhere, and I literally could never get to you.
Well, I know. So it's kind of funny. It's kind of one of them things. I was happy for the issues I had, but whenever I brought two cars. I brought my 604 and my 602, and I was fortunate enough to set fast time in the 602, win my heat race. I drew a 6 for the main, which I knew starting 6 wasn't ideal, but it is what it is. The 604 car, we were fast time in Group B, won our heat, drew the pole for the main event, and I knew that there was only one feature between the 604 race and the 602 race. So I'm not saying I didn't want to win, but I didn't expect to in a way. So I was like, oh, I got plenty of time. Like, I'll get done with the 604 race. I'll drive back to the pits, work on the 602 car, and then go up to staging. Well, when we won, I was telling everybody in Victory Lane, I'm like, hey, look, I'm not trying to rush this here, but I really need to get out of Victory Lane and down to my 602 car. And they understood.
Oh, yeah.
But then I had to go to Tech because they wanted to tear the motor down. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So by the time I got to Tech, they were yelling for me to staging. So I never got to work on my 602 car or nothing. I had to jump in it, drive to staging, and start 6. So we didn't run very well. I think we wound up 8th in the 602 race. But yeah, it was such a wild, Saturday night because I was so thankful to win the 604 race. But as a racer, that joy was probably 5 minutes long. And then immediately I was thinking about the 602 car and what I needed to do to that thing to have a shot at winning. But because of the circumstances, I never even got to work on that thing. So I was so busy that day, and I wish I'd known you were in there because I would have certainly got an interview. But it just didn't play out,
Oh, yeah. It's like that sometimes. Yeah, we were standing there, and then by the time I walked out, and by the time Beef Tips actually come up to me, he's like, hey, man, y'all the ones do Chicken Bone Alley, right? I was like, yeah, man. So we were there and then met him all at the same time. So I was like, oh, this is cool. So, dude,
that is cool.
Did you see, by chance, while you're on here, since you're in that crate world there, did you see that $50,000 to win race they had this past weekend down
Yes, sir.
Super B? Man.
And, dude, for a crate late model, that event is awesome. I really wish they would have got more than 56 cars. And here I am saying that I should have been there. But, that's one of them things, I tell a lot of people that I work with and obviously fans and stuff. A lot of people ask why I don't travel a little more. And, the main issue is whenever the big money shows come up is like right now, right? So these months and all, it's the playoff, the playoff time for the Cup cars. So I'm not saying I know I could get off work. I work for some really awesome people, but it's only the right thing to do to be at work and giving them my 100% so that whenever I leave Friday, I have my weekend to do what I love to do, which is obviously race. But yeah, that 50,000 to win in Louisiana was awesome. I just wish they didn't qualify on Thursday because if they would have qualified Friday, I probably could have gotten out there and raced. But the format just didn't quite play out. But like I said, for a crate late model, that event is insane, and I really hope to see more of that stuff coming in the future.
Oh yeah, for sure, and hopefully we'll be able to see you out there one of them big ones one day like that. Especially
you got to think All Tech for 27 grand. I mean, that's a huge event. I'm very thankful as of right now. Keep in mind it's a couple weeks out, but as of right now, that's our plan is to get down there, race down there, which I really look forward to because I've been there once before with a 602 car, and man, that racetrack is beautiful. The whole facility, just everything about it was really cool. So to take my 604 down there here in a couple weeks would be really awesome. And like I said, for 27 grand, I mean, you think of a crate late model for $27,000. I mean, it's insane. The sport's healthy. And I'm just thankful to get the opportunity to race in some of these events.
Well, hopefully after you head to that and a few more of these here, we'll be having you back on here soon talking about some wins, man.
Hey, I really hope you're right. We're gonna do everything we can. I can assure you it's no lack of hard work and time spent out in the shop. But I think me and Dad keep doing what we're doing. I think we might have a shot to bring home a few of them wins.
There you go. I believe it, buddy. Well, congratulations again on taking home the $1,000 and from the Chicken Bone Alley Summer Shootout Series, and also the $50 gift card there to SRI Performance Stock Car Steel. Man, we appreciate you coming on running with us this year and coming on here tonight, and we'll definitely do it again, buddy.
Well, like I said, I really appreciate it. I just can't thank you guys enough for putting that deal together. Obviously, Earl Ramey Racing Engines for supporting it. SRI, Stock Car Steel. I know I'm missing some, but everybody that was a part of that deal, I'm thankful for. And, I look forward to getting back after it this winter and seeing if we can do it again.
All right, man, for sure. And we'll definitely be seeing you out there, but we appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
All right, there it was, boys and girls. That was the top 5 minus Aaron. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to be on here. But congratulations again to John Ruggiero Jr. taking home the championship, $1,000 for the Chicken Bone Alley Summer Shootout Series. And again, guys, we really want to thank our sponsors for this. I know we did it before we started these interviews, but we want to do it again. EMFR Performance and Grease Monkey Mooresville. We definitely could not have done it without those guys, for sure. It was big support. So, guys, if you're in the Mooresville area, you need oil change or any kind of maintenance on your vehicle, be sure to head over to Grease Monkey Mooresville. Get all the work done that you need there. Top-notch guys there. And also EMFR Performance, our buddy Earl Ramey over there. You'll hear us talk about Earl Ramey Racing Engines every weekend. He also has his performance line. So you guys be over there for your race cars. Make sure to get over to Earl's shop and take advantage of everything he's got over there to make your car fast. Faux show.
Faux show.
Also, as we said, guys, Palmetto Machine and Fabrication, we really appreciate y'all. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. No problem.
For sure. I mean, we really do. Really do. That's putting up some good money for these guys out here.
Yeah, man. I'm glad we could do it.
Wish we could win some back sometime.
Yeah, I mean, we need to play. We need to have a senior league or something.
There we go. We need to have the slow league. That's what we need.
Yeah, there we go.
Last car wins.
Oh, I'm into that, man. I got you.
Already before we come to the green flag.
Yeah.
I've seen me do it.
Yep.
Also, want to thank Northeast Auto Imports. Our buddy Derek Griffith up there. That is his daily up there. He does a lot of racing, but he has a daily job also, and that is selling some awesome imported cars. Bunch of right-hand drive stuff, like we said, campers, big trucks and stuff that are all shipped in, mostly like from Japan and stuff, and
Yeah.
really cool stuff.
Really cool stuff.
So if you're looking for something unique to drive, be sure to check out Northeast Auto Imports for sure. Also, Blood Eagle Racing Podcast. Guys, we've said on here many times, but if you enjoy Chicken Bone Alley, or just listen to Chicken Bone Alley, regardless if you enjoy it or not, I guess, go check out Blood Eagle Racing Podcast. Kale and Tyler, they kind of break down their racing from each week, and Kale's based, he runs a legend car up in Ohio, and Tyler runs a SCDRA car in Pennsylvania. So they break down their weeks, and then whatever local racing action's going on around them, or whatever they went to go watch. So, like I said, if you listen to us, you'll probably like them too. So check out Blood Eagle Racing Podcast. Also, BS Racing, buddies up in Ohio also. We have a lot of Ohio support. I like it.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
It's a good place to have it. You know, there's that little place called Eldora up there.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Place,
action up there.
there's quite a few more up there. Portsmouth, cool tracks. But anyway, BS Racing, guys, y'all go check them out. Running the GNCC schedule on the quad there in the amateur series this year. Y'all go check them out. Doing a lot of things, riding around a lot of times for a lot of causes, a lot of good causes. They'll rewrap the quad there and showing a lot of good causes on there. So y'all go check them out. Also, as y'all heard on here, and we say every week, SRI Performance and Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. SRI Performance is your one-stop shop for all things racing. So y'all please go check them out. When you go online, get your stuff. Be sure to put in promo code CBONE10. The season
Chicken.
BONE10. Get you 10% off at time of checkout. Also, go check out Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. Just as we was picking on John there, go buy you some aluminum from there. We know you dirt guys like to tear off the right side, so go get your body pieces. You know you need them.
Go get them.
So anyway, guys, we appreciate everybody that has helped out this year with the summer shootout series. I appreciate everybody that has run. Also, I want to give a big thanks to Soak Tires Broadcasting, Kevin over there. Soak Tires, he did a great job broadcasting these races for us this year. Y'all saw all but 2 races on there. We had some issues. I had to broadcast 2 of them, but he got the majority of them by all means, and we appreciate him a whole lot for doing a great job on the shows there. So this will close out our season.
That was it, man. It was a good show. Hey, I didn't make a lot of them, but
maybe the winter series work out better for us.
Maybe so. But yeah, regardless, it was good. Good fun, clean racing, and it was down to the wire, man. It was pretty cool, really. That it went to the last race, you know.
It definitely did, and I will say, as compared to our winter series, the winter series. Don't get me wrong, there was a lot of great drivers on in the winter series, and actually was a lot of drivers that were in our winter series that came and drove the summer shootout also. That I think it was one of them things they got used to driving around each other. We didn't have near the cautions or anything that we had in the winter series, and it was a lot more, honestly, even though, we talked about Aaron checking out a lot of times at asphalt tracks or John checking out at dirt tracks. Even with that happening a good bit of time, because they were awesome, they put in their time for sure. Even with that happening, I will say overall the entire series was probably more competitive than the winter series.
Yeah, for sure, it definitely was. Throughout the field, that was kind of the cool thing. Definitely a lot of good racing and clean racing. So, like you say, we getting better running around everybody. So that's always good.
That's always good. Yeah. We need to practice that.
Yeah,
I still do. Which I think I did pretty good. I raced all but a couple laps at Eldora because I got lapped a couple times by Trent and Chris and John and all them boys at Eldora. But I did not spin out.
You did good. I can't say that.
I somehow managed to not wreck. So yep, this closes out our season, guys. We appreciate everybody for watching, tuning in, hanging out with us, and being ready for the next week of racing. Be watching here probably in the next, I hope, in the next month or 2, we can have something maybe up to announce. I got a feeling if we do winter series, we'll probably start kind of like we did last year, probably sometime in December. Kind of run in January probably if we do something. But we'll let y'all know. What you think about it.
Well, I guess let's see what we can get lined up, and then see what everybody can go with. Yeah, January would be good.
Yeah.
January, February, kind of starting up the whole racing season again.
Yeah. Give everybody a little break for a little while, and then get rolling back on it. Yeah, I might wait till after Christmas and then check it all out there. Well, we'll get it all lined up, but see if we can get it lined up, and we'll make it work. Have another fun season at it. But anyway, guys, as we talked about EMFR Performance in the series, helping out with the series. Earl Ramey Racing Engines helping out with this show. Guys, y'all just heard John Rosario Jr. John runs Earl Ramey Racing Engines.
That he does. And he wins a lot. There you
go. So y'all need to go check Earl out. Check our buddy Earl out. Go get you a motor from him. It don't matter anything from a crate motor up to a super motor and modifieds. Shoot, he don't care. Big block modifieds. It don't matter. Earl build any motor that you want him to build, and build it very well. And so y'all go check out Earl Ramey Racing Engines today, tomorrow, soon as you can. If you're looking to, we know some of these racing seasons are kind of winding down for some guys. They got some old motors in these cars. Oh, excuse me. Got some old motors in these cars. They need to freshen them up. And so go see Earl. freshen your stuff up, get you a new motor, whatever you need to do. Once you get in the car, make sure you get on that chassis dyno over there you got.
Find all that hidden horsepower, Bo.
There's plenty of it to find, too.
Plenty of it.
Check out any add-ons you can add on there, fans, pulleys, all that difference makes it. You'd be surprised the horsepower you can find when running on a chassis dyno, because all that little bit of stuff makes a difference throughout that whole drivetrain.
Sure does. And you're running these crate guys that are so close.
Yeah.
Engines are so close. You need every little bit of help you can get. So definitely go check it out.
Yep, for sure. So y'all go check Earl Ramey Racing Engines out. Tell them we sent you. All right, there was some NASCAR action. I guess we'll talk about for a minute here, as we just talked about it with John a little bit. Las Vegas. I'm just gonna go with Cup because, I mean, the truck stuff was alright. There's a caution on purpose and all this stuff people were mad about, and whatever. It is what it is. Xfinity, I don't even remember who won the Xfinity race. You remember?
Josh Berry.
Oh yeah, that's right, Josh Berry. Let's talk about that real fast, dude. It wasn't no fluke win or nothing either. I mean, which Martinsville wasn't either, by no means.
Well, that's what I want to say first before you go any further. Man, if they'd allowed him to run the playoffs,
yeah,
what does that tell you? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Which he almost, I mean, even in switching up teams a little bit, because he ran so many first races for Junior, but he's kind of kept up after that. There's only missed a few races. If he wouldn't have missed those few races, no matter whose car he was running, he would have been a force to be reckoned with there in the playoffs, I think.
Yeah. You just look for him to be strong next year.
Dude, I ain't trying to throw no shade. I really am not. I ain't trying to throw no shade. But how did that win make Michael Annett look?
Exactly. That car ain't won.
Only place it's ever won is Daytona.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, there might be another one, but most time I ever remember Michael Annett win has been Daytona.
But Junior Motorsports cars were on a roll because
that was first time in company history they finished top 3.
Right.
I don't know. What's his face had some. He got caught up in that wreck there at the first of it. Sam Mayer. He got caught up in a wreck there. I wish it was stupid wreck. They're on lap like 27, and they tried to go 5 wide in turn 1. It didn't work.
Negative.
Took out like literally half the playoff cars.
Yeah.
So nobody really lost because
right.
It just took out half of them. But Josh he was fast on the long run. I knew if that last run went green with where he was, I was like, he's gonna run Allgaier down. So and he did. He did for sure. Cindric was there on a short run, but that's all he had. He kind of fell off after a short run. And Las Vegas used to be a good show. It has turned into a. Don't get me wrong. It's like they can get good drafts on it now and get good runs up to people. But it turns into a strung out, boring race, kind of. I was happy because it wasn't boring because I was kind of rooting for Josh. I like Josh. He's a good guy coming up from Lake Model Stocks. How he is. He was supposed to be at Martinsville running the Valley Star 300. Canceled that because he decided they asked him if he would come run the Xfinity race for Michael Annett. I was like, man, that kind of stinks because the last 300 they ran at Martinsville, he won. I mean, literally led every lap. And so I was like, man, I'd hate for it. I would have hated for Josh to go to Las Vegas with that car and run 25th.
Right.
When he could have been in.
Well, it definitely paid off for him.
Oh, yeah, it definitely did. So I was awesome to see that. But, all right, let's go to the Cup race. Dude. That was literally, if there's been a snooze fest all year, that was it. I think they show some cars getting loose somewhat, but I think these cars, even when they get loose, there's so much side force and everything on them now.
Right.
that as soon as they get loose, it pulls them right back in.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to drive the car out of it.
Right.
It's just it pulls itself back in. So after the first 5 laps, all of a sudden they're strung out. Chase tried to make it a good show. He run down Denny from a long way back. Kyle, all the Hendrick boys, all of a sudden, I don't know what happened to fuel calculations. Something was off. Run out of fuel there and had to pit for the stage in. End up being a lap down. Coming to the stage, I had to all take the wave around. And then Kyle says tires just shot. It just put him back in a hole. I mean,
Right.
Kyle was the fastest thing on track there for a long time. Kyle Larson, that is. His fastest thing on track for a long time. But once that all happened, it kind of shuffled around. Dude, that was one of the most boring races to watch I think I've ever seen. It was just nothing. Nothing.
Right.
Chase, like I said, the most excitement was Chase was running down Denny Hamlin. Chase was making some passes coming up through the field. He was fast still. I don't know if he could have. He could have never passed Denny. Not with the speed they were running. I think he wore out his stuff too much trying to get there.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just, man, I'm so ready. I say I'm ready for this car to be done with. I don't know if we're going to get much better out the next one. I don't know. I mean, it's just an unknown. I hope we do. Watching wise, fan wise.
Hopefully.
I want to bring up something else about NASCAR real quick. This has actually been out for probably 2 weeks now, and then we ain't talked about. I think it's teetotal bull, in my opinion. How are they going to schedule? The TV standpoint is probably great, probably wonderful, TV-wise, because everybody's going to be home in front of a TV watching this. How are you going to schedule Bristol dirt race on Easter late afternoon?
Yeah. Well, I can tell you right now that I'm not going to be going.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The dirt race at Bristol, regardless what, you know, that is one race I would mark I want to go to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
If I'm going to travel to go to a race, I want to go to this race. It put on a decent race last year, too dusty, but night might make it a little better. Going to be a little bit earlier, so it might be a little cooler. They learned a lot from last year, so maybe they fixed it. I give them a year, but it wasn't a bad race still.
Right.
Not saying it's going to be a bad race. It's probably going to be a great race. That's what makes me mad about it is, okay, y'all can hate me for this if you want to, but y'all going to have to get over it because I think most of our listeners on here anyway know that church is very important to me and Sterling, and we're going to be there, especially on Easter Sunday.
Yeah. We're not missing Easter Sunday.
And
There's a whole lot
okay,
of
yes,
people.
that is just us, but I'd be willing to say if you polled the NASCAR fan base that there's going to be a lot of them that not going to make it to track on Easter Sunday.
No.
And also, if you look at the schedule, one off weekend all year.
Wow.
It's going to be rough on them
tough.
boys.
Yeah, it is.
And I know, and I listened to Doorbell Clear some, and I kind of got to agree with him. I guess I know a lot of people. I guess I straddle the fence on this because, I can understand also the side that people are looking at. Well, y'all make tons of money to do what y'all do, and blah blah. This your job. Doorbell Clear spotter wise, you look at those guys. Okay, I get it. You're gone on the weekends. But you're also home during the week. So that's a little bit different. But next year, they've already said it hadn't come out officially, but most likely they're going to bring back at least a day of practice and qualifying.
Right.
And so why would you take another off weekend away?
Yeah, I thought we were going to go opposite. I thought we were going to have more.
Well, I thought that was the way they were going this year, and all of a sudden they turned it around. Which they did go that way this year because there was built-in off weeks because of the Olympics.
Right.
And they did the doubleheader at Pocono. Well, now they're not doing the doubleheader at Pocono. Pocono lost a race, and it's going to Gateway
Right.
And so that takes that back to 2 weekends.
Right.
I don't know. I think they could have done some, and I guess the numbers weren't there for the Bristol All-Star race when they did it in the middle of the week. I personally would have had no problem with seeing, let's say, a Charlotte midweek race.
I like with midweek races. I mean,
and then turning around and going, I don't know, somewhere, let's say Richmond, something like that. I mean, just, geographically enable them to do it, whereas
right.
somewhere close, I think that would have been a little better, personally.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just mad that they put Bristol on Easter Sunday.
Yeah, me too.
I'm kind of mad they put any race on Easter Sunday.
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
Shouldn't. No, that should not happen. Now, like I said, TV numbers will be sky high because everybody that wanted to be at it will be watching it on TV that
Right.
afternoon.
Right.
Us included, probably.
Yes.
But I'm just upset about it because that's a race I would circle on my calendar and want to go to.
Yeah, I don't care for that either. And I know TV's got a lot to do with it now. I know it does. But man, that's Easter, man.
Exactly.
And I know that maybe, I don't know, some other sports, maybe the fan base don't care about Easter as much. But
regardless, in my opinion, regardless if religion or whatever is your thing, regardless of that, it was a holiday weekend.
yeah.
Why put it on a holiday weekend, especially a holiday itself?
Right.
So, I mean, not happy about that. But Darlington got 2 races again, so happy about that.
Sweet. Got it back.
Hopefully they'll keep on with the trucks and all. They haven't released the Canadian Truck Series schedules yet.
I think they should.
At least one race there for trucks.
Mm-hmm.
At least one.
Throwback weekend, yeah.
Well, I don't like that either. I don't like throwback weekend being in May.
Well, I think the throwback, I think it needs to be back at
Labor Day.
Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Hopefully they move it back this year.
I hadn't said. I don't know. It just didn't have the luster for me being in May.
No.
It seemed right at Labor Day.
Yeah.
That's a throwback. I mean, regardless of what you did with cars, having Darlington on Labor Day weekend,
right,
was and finally getting back on Sunday, actually, because we were able to run Sunday night. Even though that's a holiday, I get it. I'm kind of contradicting myself. That's a holiday, but it's not a religious holiday, I guess, and that's our point. So I guess that's us. I mean, people can argue with that if they want to, and yes, you have a right to, but whatever. It's just right at Labor Day. That is a tradition.
Oh yeah,
Labor
I agree.
Day. So the throwback works with that.
Right.
But anyway, all right. What else we got? Anything?
Man, I think that's about it, Bo.
I know. I do want to say I hadn't heard how he was doing. He said he had no symptoms last I saw, but JD Jonathan Davenport had to sit out a couple weeks there. He got the COVID. Hoping he's doing well, doing better.
For sure.
Oh well, like I said, last I saw, he said he didn't have any symptoms, but he went and got tested because he knew he was around 2 guys on his crew that did have it. So hopefully everybody's doing all right there.
Yeah, for sure.
I know there's a lot of other people out there, but that's the ones I know about right now, unfortunately. So anyway, guys, as always, want to thank Earl Ramey Racing Engines helping us out on here every week. SRI Performance, Stock Car Steel and Aluminum, RK Motorsports Consulting, our buddy Randy Keene over there at SRI, hooking up all them brake packages for sure, but also all the other parts now. Also, I want to thank them. Also, Forward Bite Apparel, y'all go check them out. Like we've been saying, it's getting close to Christmas time, so y'all go.
Yep. Getting chilly. Get you some hoodies.
Get you some hoodies, 4x hoodies. Pretty cool looking.
Toboggans.
Whichever. Hoodies. Get you a koozie to hold your drink in because your drink's too cold on your hand.
That's right.
All that good stuff. Also, everybody go check out Checkered. It is the social media for racing. Y'all go check them out. A lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool content on Checkered from racers, from race fans, from everyone alike. So y'all go check them out. Also, everybody, Speed 51. Y'all be sure to go check out Speed 51. All your racing action will be on Speed 51 coming weeks. So it's getting up time for a lot of those special races that pop all up there. So,
Oh yeah, be coming soon, man. Snowball and all kinds
all
of
that
stuff.
fun stuff. So y'all go check out Speed 51. Get you a subscription now. All right, guys. Well, it's been a fun show. Had fun with all the guys coming on here. Want to thank Zach, Cole, Beef Tips, John. Also want to thank Aaron, even though he wasn't able to be on here. Thank him for coming on series with us. But congratulations again to your Chicken Bone Alley Summer Shootout Series champion, John Rogerio Jr., taking home $1,000. So we appreciate all them guys. And but I guess we'll be back next week.
Later.